Mamwe majozi atwasandirani afunigovela. Hey, mamwe majozi atwasiwandirani afunigomaine. Mamwe majozi atwasandirani afunigovela. Mamwe majozi atwasandirani afunigomaine. This is a song about the most controversial Jew called Saul, who later became Paul. You know, never say never in this motherfucker. Muridozi ambasi kare ari, abipana bobi udoibika. Welcome to the graduation. Warubona lupenyo na Ropofuzo umuhari wabahari. Ite bachiri utanyasu rudamato. Ufa asuba na ndebe. When a white man failed to say Zanani, he called it Zanin. When he failed to say Amrava, he called it Marabastar. I am not trying to resurrect the sleeping Leviathans or the behemoth or the zizis. So, before I self-destruct, let me be the one to tell you, never underestimate the power of education. It can either make you the biggest fool or the wisest human being on this planet. The context is complex and it depends on the indoctrination. This is not an in-betweener here. There is no in-betweener in this life. It's either you are of the left or of the right. The issue transcends the color of a human skin. You know, Bob Marley said once, if your night should turn today, a lot of people would run away. It is about who the cup feeds. This truth is long written. The devil is not a zombie. Mamwe majozi atwasandirani afunigovela. Mamwe majozi atwasiwandirani afunigomaine. Mamwe majozi atwasandirani afunigovela. Mamwe majozi atwasiwandirani afunigomaine. Therefore, Gaius, the Roman commissioner, believed the Christ, but because of the fear, he lied to Caesar because he understood the education that dictates that to Caesar you must give what belongs to Caesar. I am not a priest, I am not a pastor or a reverend. I'm just a man who is a victim of lust, greed, hate, and all doctrines that you may know. Therefore, tell me something. Between a sinner and a saint, who can preach a relatable sermon? Who can tell a better story? Between a child and a grown-up man or a grown-up woman, who can compose a song that stands to build a better society? Fear is not what you should rely on, because fear is the most dangerous sin. Fear is the most dangerous crime. The best lyrics are written by lawyers. Truth is a sin in a world full of lying men and a woman. Truth is a sin in a world full of lying men and women. Lies are awarded the prize of nobility in a world built to discuss the truth, but in the end, my truth is another man's lie, and another man's truth may be lies from the point of my belief. The best lyrics are written by lawyers. Let me explain something here. A lawyer can be a psychologist. A lawyer can be an accountant. A lawyer can be a priest. A lawyer can be a journalist. A lawyer can be a teacher. A lawyer can be a doctor. A lawyer can be a writer. A lawyer can be an artist. A lawyer can be a shaman or sangoma. A lawyer can be a soldier. Anybody authorized by the education or the culture or the religion, the spirit or the business. In a fair world, this poem should be able to pay my bills and fund my lavish wishes for the rest of my life. Mamwe majozi atwasandirani afunigovela. Mamwe majozi atwasiwandirani afunigomaine. Mamwe majozi atwasandirani afunigovela. Mamwe majozi atwasandirani afunigomaine. in a farewell, this poem should be able to pay my bills and fund my lavish wishes for the rest of my life. It should be my last song for retirement, but fare is not included on this king's table. Therefore, be not surprised if you hear that I cannot afford to pay for a round bubblegum. Even though it is a poem that a person in Europe, in Asia, in Oceania, in Africa, in America, and in the Middle East could understand with no haze, because it is spoken in a universal language. That's how complex this life is. That's how complex this world is. Once upon a time I went before God with a perplexing prayer. Now I'm ready to utter the word fuck in the presence of God to see if the response will be mutual, progressive and inclusive. So before I self-destruct, let me remind you that this is not the cry for love. Axonas Carlos Otando this. After all these ramblings, I could go to church tomorrow and the pastor will happily welcome me. Not because he's a man of God trying to accommodate me. No. It will be another lost angel welcoming another lost angel, because he or she understands the road less traveled. Do you think God is in the badge on a chest? Do you think God is in our colorful uniforms? Do you think God is in the bangle we wear? Do you think God is in the laces we tie around our wrist and waist? Nah. In a farewell, this poem should pay my bills and fund my lavish wishes for the rest of my life, because even the Nicodemus of this world agree with me in the darkest nights. I said, Bob Marley said, if your night could turn to day, a lot of people would run away. Many are not going to hate me for what I am reciting this poem for, but because it destabilizes and destroyed all foundations of this unfair status quo. Bigger fish eat smaller fish here. It is an ocean. What do you expect, bro? Why are pastors accused of vile things like raping of children? Why are leaders accused of stealing funds made for those they lead? It's because it's a jungle, Baba. It's because it's a jungle, Baba. The weak perish here. It's a wild west. You meet the good, the bad, and the manipulative. If you fall prey until you prey on those weaker, less knowledgeable, and less equipped than you. It's Hollywood style. Many know more about corners of your shack than the corners of their own mansions. Like in those CIA Hollywood stories where domestic terrorism does not exist and not spoken of, but they have more files about foreign terrorism that even the foreign person know nothing about.
Mamwe majozi ya kasiwandirani yakunigo maide. Mamwe majozi ya tusandirani yakunigo vela. Mamwe majozi ya kasiwandirani yakunigo maide.
You know, when you tell the truth, make it entertaining to be in the safe side in this God-forsaken territory. Like the great comedians, the Trevor Noahs, the Chris Rocks, the Cat Williamses, the Jon Stewarts, the Jim Carreys, the Leon Schusters, and the Celestine Tullis. Otherwise, if you go gaga, you will get lost here. Therefore, we laugh amidst the pain, not because we are promoting poverty, but this lotus is these burdens on our shoulders, exerted on us by these crosses we bear. I am trying to teach a black child to survive in a system that is vile. Some people act like they hate politics, but the same politics is the price of their daily bread. When a white man failed to say Amakuba, he said Makuba screw. There shall be no more death for telling the truth. They will just take your bread and leave you with a tax and a loan. I said, tell the truth like a comedian. Now, can you call the cops when you see Machiavelli?
Mamwe majozi ya tusandirani yakunigo Mamwe majozi ya tusandirani yakunigo.
It's another Machiavelli song. So light another blunt as you walk the street of pain. This one is for my soldiers, those who keep on trying to survive in this system. Yes, light another blunt as you